What's up with the collective? It's Nameless Light 299 Tarot, coming back with another reading. Throwing the 299 on there to differentiate. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into this reading. I hope you guys have found the last two helpful and beneficial to your current circumstances in life. Keeping it consistent, we're going to go ahead and start off figuring out what benevolent force of nature, benevolent archetype is assisting us on this journey of discovery in life, self-discovery, discovery of reality. And we got I'm set, air spirit. So I'm set was a deity that governed one of the canoptic jars in the process of mummification. The direction was north, and particularly was related to the stomach, the digestion process. So it's interesting that this comes out because yesterday we were talking about Skepere, Lord of Transformation, and we talked about how the scarab beetle, transforms its dung into something that generates more life, and the labor needed to do so in the process of digesting food and how intense that is. So the fact that stomach comes out today is a parallel and is a connection. So now we're digesting the transformation we've been experiencing. Sometimes digestion is not a easy or pleasant process. I mean, especially when you're in the bathroom for a minute or the food don't sit right with you because, maybe you're lactose, or maybe it causes mucus in your throat because, there's some gluten in it, right? Depending on who you are and what you are. So the stomach coming out today, or I'm set, air spirit coming out today, is very significant in relationship to the reading from yesterday, because it shows that process of digestion is happening, right? Things are being broken down within our minds. You feel me? Within our emotions. We're processing the intense things we've been going through. Nameless, collective, you feel me? And with the number 18 there, 1 + 8 = birth. You feel me? It's the number 9. So you're being birthed into a new process, a new experience, a new way of being. The spiritual transformation is being completed. This is a mummification. This is something that's found in the tomb, which is to help guide somebody through the afterlife, right? So you might be having intense dreams. You might be having dreams that are giving you guidance into the circumstances and situations you're dealing with. You might be having dreams of ancient Egypt, or you might be having dreams of flying. You might be having dreams where things being communicated to you to give you insight. See, different sons of the pharaohs, different pharaohs will also be symbolized by different items used within the tombs. And Kamwaset, who I was in one of my past lives, was known as Amset as well. In that lifetime in Pharaoh Ramses or User Ray's tomb, he was the Amset, feel me, as that son, covering that. So I'm here to help with the digestion process of this spiritual transformation we're going through, collective, to help guide you, guide myself, and be guided by you. Because without you listening and being here, sure, it's nice to toot and hear my own voice, but we're a collective, right? We share these experiences, even though we have unique ones, even though there's different angles and experiences we have, and ours are glorious in their own right. We're still part of the same collective consciousness, and we all have something to give and contribute. Even if I can't hear you right now, I'm sure you guys might tap into the comments, whoever's watching, or just send positive energy or insightful energy. Maybe I'll see you in the astral realm. The astral realm is the same as the afterlife realm, the dream realm. It's all interconnected. We're going to go ahead and pull a card. We're going to go ahead and pull some cards from the Rider-Waite. Okay. See what we get. Wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups. So you're bringing things into fruition. You are very potent right now. You may have been completing projects or doing different forms of work that you're satisfied with what the outcome is. You have a lot of different options of things you can pursue. You're very calm about it. We see a lot of blue here. There's a lot of emotion here as well. But you almost have this Buddhic-like stance, this Buddhic-like position, you know, this look of contentment and meditation while still being physically present. You might have a lot of emotions right now, reflecting on a lot of different things, but you're remaining calm and serene about it all and going through the different emotional nuances in a state of presence. At the bottom of the throne that he's sitting on, the bottom of the chair he's sitting on, remember the stone of Yesod we talked about with the Empress the other day, of you being, you know, the manifestation or avatar of a primeval deity. That foundation stone that the Empress was sitting on, right? His foundation involved a lot of fighting against dark forces, because these faces here look a little evil, or a little mean, or a little rough or angry, right? But he looks happy and content. So you've been able to make peace with your demons, the demons of your past, as in the traumas, the fears, the memories. You've been able to accept and understand them and the place they hold to help build you up to become the person you become through this spiritual transformation. People say they make friends with their demons, or they make peace with their demons. You know, and people can interpret that in different contexts, because we ain't talking about, like, you know, possession stuff. It's like accepting the negative aspects of yourself, or the mistakes or things you've done in the past, and utilizing that knowledge and information to become better. And in another sense, you know, there's wrathful aspects of divinity, of benevolent divinities, like Sekhmet, like the Buddha, whose wrathful side is Hayagriva, like Shiva, who can be the angry destroyer, or the yogi at different times, right? So you see this, or even in the Bible, where it says God can be a wrathful God. So you see also, you kind of understand those polarities, and you've accepted that within yourself. So as you go through these different emotional nuances, you're able to digest, right, and process all these different emotions and different states of being you go through, and still be unfractured or undivided within yourself. What's also happening is that you're in a state of manifesting a lot of things right now. So you're very potent because of the spiritual transformation. Your spiritual abilities are being heightened right now. Your spiritual abilities are being heightened to where you're able to manifest a lot easier. So it's very important for you to be, you know, definitely not controlled by your emotions, more so controlling your emotions, so that you can be more present with what you manifest and aware of what you're manifesting. We have the number 9 here again, representing birth. So you're really being born again, in a sense, going through this spiritual transformation. You feel me? And this spiritual transformation is leading to a state of enlightenment within you, right? Like the Buddha was like starving himself and so much more, and had to fight demons, right, in order to become enlightened. That's what you have to do. So this has led to a big spiritual awakening for you. Okay, let's pull another tarot card from the Rider-Waite deck. Some more insight. This birthing process, where we're digesting the emotions, right? And peep his feet, his sandals. Makes me think of that scripture. And when you have on the whole armor of God, and you let your feet be shod with the sandals of the preparation of the gospel of peace, right? You're in a state of peace, no longer dealing with the chaos of that relationship or that job or the juggling situation, whatever you was juggling them finances. In the midst, even if your situation hasn't completely gotten better in a sense, somehow you still been able to find peace as you manifest this new reality. as you're born into this new spiritual state, right? What else that we digest and collective? So we got the King of Wands in reverse. So the King of Wands in reverse is like very, very toxic. This is a heavy manipulator. Somebody who uses magic in a dark way and for dark reasons. It is also somebody that can be disempowered, whose power is being used against them, or who's lacking in the full awareness of what their power is. So when you was going through that juggling situation, people were using your power, what they could see about you. See, the King of Wands in reverse can't see how powerful he is. The King of Wands in reverse can't see how powerful she is if you're a divine feminine. And when you can't see how powerful you are, oh, my cat is out here wilding. Hold on. Yeah, my cat's out there playing football or soccer with a plastic top. So I'm gonna let them enjoy themselves, but I have to send that top in another direction. Now, as I was saying, when you the King of Wands and you can't see how powerful you are, but other people can, they can see how attractive you are, how intelligent you are, how sharp you are, the ability you have to manifest, then they will utilize your energy. They will manipulate you to get you to manifest things for them to help manifest their wish fulfillment. But you over here juggling your own life and things ain't even, things look like or seem like they falling apart, but somebody else is utilizing your energy to manifest the reality they want. Utilizing you to manifest what they want. You feel me? What we also can see here is the period of someone, using the power of the King of Wands against the collective coming to an end. Today you might have also had a struggle where you were trying to manifest things, but you were facing resistance, maybe a lack of energy. What we see here is also a lack of energy. It doesn't mean that you don't, strive, and it doesn't mean that you didn't put in work to manifest today. It's just that for some reason your energy today might have been drained or a little bit lower. Lately, maybe your energy been a little bit lower than at other times. And part of it could be because you've been in your emotions and your feelings, and you've been reflecting on these relationships and situations from the past. You've been thinking about that job or those job situations and digesting the reality of it and how your reality is now. And that resulted in either a lack of passion or a lack of energy. You feel me? Less than you typically might have, as typically you might be in the King of Wands energy upright. Feel me? Might be an Aries. I might be talking to a Pisces, a water or fire sign, right? With the air spirit, you could be an Aquarius here. Feel me? Yeah. You could be a Libra. You could be a Gemini. But I'm picking up, like with the Gemini, we get that duality. So you could have been dealing with somebody that was bipolar, or you were dealing with a bipolar situation. A situation that was hot and cold, back and forth. We talked about that tit for tat energy. And that was getting in the way of your wish fulfillment, you being able to manifest the reality you wanted. That was getting in the way of you utilizing your power the way you needed to be creative, to be passionate in regards to other things outside of that relationship or outside of that job. You could have worked in a facility. You could work in facilities. You could work with people with mental illnesses. You might even be somebody who struggles with a mental illness. And spirituality might be a way that you learn to transform that energy, because a lot of these mental illnesses are actual spiritual, they're spiritual phenomena. Like you're dealing with spiritual warfare. You feel me? Like from traumas, childhood traumas where an entity might have latched on and all kinds of stuff. You feel me? And that's part of your spiritual transformation as well, being aware of the level of this spiritual war. Part of that spiritual transformation is you being aware of the levels of the spiritual warfare and how they manifest on the different planes and emotions, the mind, sexuality, right? With the King of Wands energy, what we also have here is, you know, somebody trying to get laid, need to get laid, or they're in a state where they're reserving that, and instead of like projecting their sexual energy out, they're trying to withhold it, right? What this also shows is a lack of confidence. So somebody might need to do that to transmute and work with their sexual energy, but they're having confidence issues, and possibly from the traumas of the previous relationships and situations that you were dealing with. Whoever you was dealing with, probably, even though you this regal person, they probably messed up some of your confidence issues. Like, you know what I'm saying? They probably messed with your confidence by, you know, what was that card we pulled where there's this aspect, the Three of Pentacles in reverse that we pulled on the last reading, where they're just overly critical of everything, and they got you in these third-party situations, and they playing with your emotions. That affected your confidence, whoever I'm talking to, whoever went through that situation. And with this lion here, is giving me that image of the lion from the Wizard of Oz. You got this lion who's a coward, but the lion is the lion, bruh. Like, strong as hell, the king of the jungle. So it wasn't making sense. And the lion had to find, what did the lion have to find to get that courage back? The Tin Man needed a heart, right? The Scarecrow needed a brain. What did the lion need from the Wizard of Oz? Hold on, y'all. What did the lion need from the Wizard of Oz? He needed courage, of course. But, yep, it was courage. You feel me? So, a part of spiritual transformation is acknowledge the areas that you lack courage in those situations. And now you're redeveloping that courage, and in order to complete that wish fulfillment, a part of it is you have to be brave and bold to take the risk to manifest. You got to have faith. This is calling on you to have faith, to trust in your Father in heaven, to trust in your divine mother to help you manifest. I'm getting Sekhmet energy, the divine lioness goddess, who's all about wand energy, who's all about fire and passion, who's all about manifestation and co-creation. When it comes to manifestation, she is the counterpart of Ptah. Ptah is the creator, the Father, our Father in heaven. Creating from the dream realm, the astral realm, creating from the fifth dimension. Sekhmet's the other aspect of Ptah, the feminine counterpart. And in order for you to manifest that Ptah, to get that wish fulfillment, you got to tap into that Sekhmet energy, the bravery, the courage, the righteous anger, right? You have been harmed by some of these people. And it's okay to be upset, especially if they ain't took no accountability or apologize. It's okay to be mad. Because remember, you can be angry and sin not, right? You've probably been wondering if you should defend yourself spiritually. Do work spiritually. You got to do what you got to do, because right now you've been the lion from the Wizard of Oz. You got to be courageous. Come on, wake up. You feel me? Wake up to your power, who you are. You're a royalty. You're a regal. You feel me? You got the power of a king. Be that. You are a king. Divine masculine. You are a queen. Divine feminine. Feel me? Okay, what else we got in here? Yep, so we pulling from the Egyptian tarot deck, and we got the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords in the Rider-Waite tarot deck is the woman with a blindfold on and two swords in her arms, cross, with the whole ocean behind her. So you have to trust your intuition about where you're being led, what you've been led to manifest, what you've been led to create. And we got two knives here. This is also a mass aspect of spiritual warfare. You got to be willing to go to spiritual war. You got to be willing to defend yourself spiritually, because there's people surely attacking you. There's people surely trying to wreak havoc and cause chaos in your life and use your energy and your abilities against you, trying to destiny swap with you, trying to take your power, trying to take your royal bloodline and take your inheritance, bruh. what's rightfully yours. They trying to snatch that. Come on. Okay. Let's get some confirmation from the Ray Ma Oracle. So we're gonna pull from this Oracle deck today. Get some insights. Impulses. So you gotta trust your intuition. And that's gonna lead to the proper impulses, but you also gotta digest and process what your intuition is telling you, and you gotta process and digest what those impulses are. 1 + 7, we get 8. Arcanum 8 is justice. You feel me? So now we got this birth process happening with the 2 9s of that spiritual transformation. Then we get to 2. The 2 is the high priestess. You feel me? When it comes to Arcanum. So then we got that aspect of intuition. The 2 of Swords also connecting to intuition, but also a certain level of blindness and being unaware. So you got to be careful. What you learned through spiritual transformation is that you got to be careful with your impulses. You got to think before you do things. You got to trust your intuition, but you got to also understand, are you in tune with your intuition, or are you just acting impulsively? But also as a lion, you have them primal instincts. So sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, right? If a lion going to defend itself, it's going to defend itself. Well, the card just fell out. We got the ending card, right? So a period or a phase is ending. There's certain impulses that happen in that relationship that led to a sudden ending because intuition wasn't being trusted. Courage wasn't being utilized. Seeing the bigger picture, right? Because with the wish fulfillment 9 of Cups, you can also get a certain aspect of being overwhelmed. There are too many different possibilities. And so then you don't now act on anything, you just continually sit there, right? So we got to transform that. You feel me? How can we transform that? Let's pull something from the Marvel deck real quick. The Magic of Marvel. See what power we could tap into, represented by these superhero archetypes. I'm seeing on the TV screen Deadpool and Wolverine right now. So comedy. You know what I'm saying? Comic relief. Being serious and going to war with the 2 of Swords. You feel me? Being able to fight blindly. Like, not blindly, but it's like, what movie is that when he can't see? Or she can't see, like Kill Bill. When, you feel me, she got the blindfold on, but she can still go to work with them swords. What other movie we got? Daredevil, where he's blind, but he can still work them blades. Because you're using your intuition, you're using your other senses. That with that King of Wand energy to move and make decisions. So you got to trust what's being communicated to you in the astral realm and digest the information. You got to digest why that ending happened. You got to digest your impulses and understand how to properly move. Feel me? Sometimes you got to be cutthroat spiritually. And we have America Chavez. The best way is your way. So we got to see what I'm saying? You got to trust your intuition. Don't let people have you out here second guessing. You got to be courageous, confident in how you move. And then on top of that, when you go into America Chavez, she was able to open up, like, Doctor Strange could open the portals up to different dimensions, but like America could travel to the other dimensions just like dang near on thought. So that's like a form of astral traveling. So you gotta utilize your spiritual abilities, your superpowers, your intuitive abilities. When your mind take you certain places, why does it take you there? Why are you visualizing that? You feel me? What's happening in the astral realm? What are you dreaming about? We're gonna get one oracle from the Vedic astrology deck. Let's check it out. Strength. Come on, look at this. Strength card came out. So that's your spiritual transformation. It's an end to that cowardly stuff. It's an end to that fear, not speaking your truth. It's an end to letting just animalistic impulses control you or letting other people's impulses cause you to be afraid. You feel me? The spiritual transformation is happening to where now you're operating in your strength. That King of Wands becomes upright, right? It goes from this to that with the strength card. These situations have taught you how to be strong, and you know with your abilities and your spiritual abilities, you are strong. You know your intuition is strong. You know your ability to manifest is strong. You know that your ancient ancestry is strong. Your ancient connections, your bloodline, your inheritance is strong. You feel me? So that's the reading for today, Nameless Collective. I appreciate y'all. Feel me? Until next time. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, that share button. I'm trying to build this channel. You feel me? And, build more kindred souls connecting on a level that we connect on. Imhotep. Peace.